Alright, no options other than going on to our next mission here, which is fine by me. Um, Swift travel to the Dominion, Oriflamme, and Stonear without having to circle through the dangerous outer seas. Okay. Well, let's get going, I guess.
There's a lot of sea between here and Waloed, but any ship heading north has to round Zemeckis and put through the Narrow. Maintain our current bearing north-northeast, and we'll catch the Black Galleon before she vanishes again.
What's to prevent her from circling around Ash from the south?
With these winds in those waters, it'd taken forever and a fortnight to reach Stonear.
Mid knows what she's talking about, Clive. Better than any of us lot, anyway. I say we do as she tells.
Sails on the horizon.
She's ours! Look alive, boys! Pull ahead! And keep those furnaces fed!
Aye, aye!
Do you feel that, Jill?
All hands! Battle stations! Let's see what this girl can do.
Where one leads, so does the other follow. The bond of consciousness which joins them condemning both to the same fate. Yet my every attempt to strike it from their hearts serves only to tighten its hold. Fascinating. But then,
That's a look.
my blade cannot sever.
Great Gregor's gosh!
Barnabas.
Hard a port! Heads down, you brutes! And brace for impact!
This feels like it's gonna be a good one.
Now or never. I'll find her.
Ooh, never seen him semi-primed before.
Hard a starboard!
Where did you hide her, Barnabas?
Ow.
Nice try.
Oh, I remember now. Oh. Alright, where the heck do we go now? I assume lower into the ship? Is there a door somewhere? Yes.
The fight at last. We're going to die. The first time the Watchers will.
I need to hurry.
No one's fully primed yet. Yeah, it's probably a keyword though.
No! There he is! He wants him alive!
Hold on. I'm coming. For both of you.
Extra shepherds!
Ow. Oh. Shoot.
Nice
Oof. Oh, I did not realize how bad my items were.
She must be here somewhere.
Alright, well, glad we survived that, but I am not ready for any severe fights coming up. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that now.
Jill!
You came.
Get back!
Clive, how did you...
I'll explain later. Hands. Can you walk?
Out of here I can.
That doesn't bode well.
Stand still!
Phoenix, are you not the dominant of fire? I see naught before me but a guttering flame.
Uh-oh.
In earnest then.
Oh, that's less than great. Well, I wasn't expecting this game to go full Pirates of the Caribbean 3. Or, you know, full full Moses. I guess this kind of more looks like that really, really bad Pirates movie. Ugh.
Can you go on?
I think so. But to where?
Uh-oh. Oh, okay. He just came down to meet us. I assumed it was going to be Ultima or something.
You. What did you do to Joshua?
The Phoenix? Oh, I expect he will survive. This consciousness in which you coil your feeble souls is grown thick with desperation. And thus has my master turned to my blade. The world will soon be painted in black. And all that live shall gather in death's autumn wake.
Not if we remove the cause of this misery.
I feel like Death was more of a
Destroy
winter
the last
guy.
of the mother crystals and restore balance to the world.
Come. Do you truly think it's so simple? The blight is inevitable. Not even the Almighty might stop its endless march. Your efforts will avail us naught. Naught, that is, but suffering. You must embrace the truth, Mythos. Accept your place with the Lord.
Keep it. As long as there's a chance, there's a choice.
Ever led astray by your blind resolve. Now, it is time you learn the inevitability of your divine fate, however much it may hurt.
Get as far away as you can.
Clive, no.
Trust me, Jill.
He's got to fight him eventually. Might as well be in the middle of the ocean.
We don't have to do this.
Ow.
Oh, but we do. If only to remind you of your duty.
Oh. Ow.
In the short time since our last meeting, you have grown much. Yet as a vessel, I fear my lord will still find you lacking.
To me, boy.
Rise, you best. For all this fire and fury, and for what?
stopping the blight. A foolish notion fed to you by a foolish man. How dare you? You know naught of this world nor of our place in it. If our fates were so easily rewritten, we would all be
His
gods.
stagger gauge even isn't dropping much. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh.
Cast off your shirt. I needed that. Don't fly.
What is happening here?
You've been given. And thus is the light of hope severed.
Oh!
You would yield so soon.
I guess that was inevitable.
Clive!
Yeah, I figured I was going to have to basically lose this with how slowly his bar was dropping.
Do you not see? Your iron will weighs you down, dragging you ever further from your purpose.
And what is my purpose?
Mythos. Who are we? What are the dominants? The breath of the Creator still warm on our lips. We carry his light that we might guide the masses in his name. We are but mighty acts of God.
We are more than that.
You would be nothing without what he has granted you. The power we wield is his, and yet every time we draw upon it, it wears away at our very being. It breaks us. It unmakes us, that its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon. It is too much for even his chosen few. Apart from you, Mythos, you wield the might of many, yet your body does not answer for its avarice.
What are you saying?
What I am saying is that we dominants are a means to an end. We were created for you, that you might drink deep of our strength and thereby fulfill your divine purpose.
Which is?
To feed. As you would know, could you only look beyond the walls of your prison of self-regard. As long as you choose to ignore this, you shall never penetrate my defenses. Still, you may take solace in the fact that you are not alone in your plight. The chains of volition shackle all of mankind, but there is yet cause to rejoice. For the Lord, in his mercy, has taken pity on his flawed creations, and shall see them restored to their proper forms.
And what exactly would that be?
Why, loyal servants to God. No.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
You mean to turn everyone Akashic?
Oh.
Not turn, Mythos. Turn back. For too long has mankind been led astray by their clamorous wills. It is time they return to a world of quiet equality.
It, like, literally is,
More know
to some extent, the plot ripped directly from Game of Thrones.
And abandon everything we hold dear.
Ultima's just the Night King.
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Not yours, and not your gods.
With every defiant expression of your will, the tighter the chains of consciousness become. But perhaps that fact may be put to use.
Clive!
The faster it binds you to the remaining dominance, the stronger your hunger will become. Until it leads you back to the only answer there ever was. Mayhap not by the path my master intended, but back all the same.
Ash is not far. I could freeze a path.
You're in no fit state.
Probably not, but I can try. Don't look back!
Clive bested. Celebration music.
I hope the others are safe.
The Enterprise was clear of the gap when we fell. They made it, Jill. And they will have seen the ice. It led. We need only wait till dawn.
Okay.
This is the second time Barnabas has bested me. Powerless against him.
And maybe there really is nothing else for it but to give yourself to his master. Only you won't do that. The Clive I know would never do that.
So you believe? But do you really know me? If what Barnabas said was true, then I'm more monster than man. And each time I summon the flames from within, I burn away the things that make me who I am.
Do you, though? Think of what you've used that power for. Of all the people you've saved. It doesn't matter how or by whom it was granted, only how you choose to use it. And you've chosen to use it for good, haven't you?
I've also used it to kill. What if that's my purpose? What if it's all I'm good for?
You're still that same boy I grew up with. Always so eager to save everyone around you, and yet always so low. Because you failed to realize the one thing that needed saving most of all. You, Clive. You. You never once took the time to save yourself.
Myself. I think I might be beyond saving.
No one is beyond saving, provided they want to be saved. You fight to survive. And you survive so that you may protect those you love. It's what you do. What you've always done. And I know you're not about to change. So I'm going to help you. To give you what you need to protect us all.
Jill. Are you sure? If this is what you want, then...
Don't worry, Clive. It is. This burden, I'll give you the strength to bear it alone.
But I'm not alone. These burdens I carry, my sins, my pain, my sorrow, I see now that they are all a part of me. If I'm to continue on, having pledged my life to those I love, then I will gladly bear your burdens too, until my last breath.
Clive.
I promise you, Jill, we will find a way to escape this fate. Find a way to save each other. That we might one day look upon the moon again, together.
And I promise you, Clive, that I will be there, no matter what you must become.
I know. thought a smile could bring me so much joy.
Well, alright then. At least we got all of Shiva's spells now. So are we not able to go back to the hideaway like at all right now?
What of Barnabas? Do we pursue him?
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough. Whether we like it or not. Besides, there is something we must do first.
Of course. Drake's spine. The last mother crystal.
The Einherja is at the bottom of the sea. Waloed won't dare move on Storm without her. But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Then let's go home and find one. Ash will have to wait.
Ah. That answers my question, I guess.
Mid says Odin split the sea. Brothers tall.
I struggle to believe it.
I see your uncle is.
He stayed with the Enterprise after a brush with the Einherja. She was in urgent need of repair. We're to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash.
You sure that's wise? Nice diet.
Show me a city where that isn't true.
We're running out of time. We've done our best to shore up that hideaway. I doubt if you still.
Let's hope so.
Alright. Ice Age is one of the spells, or abilities rather. Interesting. So Shiva's feet just gives me mobility
Joshua,
in any direction.
assuming Talia will allow it.
Looks like we got a few side missions here. Ooh, we got some all over the place. Holy cow. Oh, interesting. Okay. Hmm. That seems promising. Let's do that for now.
Back again? How may I help you today? Study it well, Clive.
Drake's spine is way up there.
Thus ends today's lesson.
Clive! Anything catch your eye?
Holy cow.
Think you can help?
Heard the bad news then.
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old haunt. With the forge and all that. Well, anyway, the mines just down the road from there are spewing out ether like no...
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much. If something ain't done soon.
I won't let that.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn?
I thought it might be better if you didn't. You reckon we should
No.
Yeah, well...
How are you feeling, Josh?
Better.
But not nearly as well as your cuts and burns may have healed.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary, yet still, it was the king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to talk.
Yeah.
Oh, it was just only one man established his God. I'm sorry, brother. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And perhaps the prince.
What is this place?
Don't move. Here, it's fresh from the well. Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps you will be returning to Waloot.
I see no reason to.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few. You will take...
Of course.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get it. Maybe less, if your uncle can find... All depends on where we're putting into port.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might...
The Professor! I'll go and tell you...
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his...
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey.
Your brother's body won't take much more.
I do.
She don't need sails or oars, but she's still the...
So what is up here? I thought this was closed off before.
Barnabas Thorne is called the last
Huh.
With Canva in the hands of Akashic.
Don't tell me.
Oh no, I'm working on bringing another one. It's got a reverberatory hood over the top for additional thermo amplification. Let's just say it gets very blimmin' hot. A heck of a lot hotter. Only mithril engines get hotter. You can't chuck ore in one of them and get... Trouble is, we won't be able to make out of any old rubbish, neither. And I hear you once helped Helena get her...
If it's for the good of the hideaway.
Oh.
So,
We've got a couple of examples here.
more fallen, so this smelter is similar to the mithril engine in more.
That's right. They're a bit like the thermal helms. Fallen ceramics still, and what's more, they're directional, transferring heat from the inside to the outside. For these things, we've collected as many as we can, and I know where we can get the rest.
So you want me to visit some ruins, destroy some echoes?
That's it, and we're only 3 short, mind. There's one up Amber Way, in that ruin, and another in the Silent South, over in Dalmekia. Last one.
All right then.
It'll do.
Kind of spread out. Jeez.
How was she? The Enterprise,
Sure, that's what you meant. Oh, we want to go this way.
Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for our lesson today?
Canva lost.
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts? I've never had anything so delicious.
Yeah.
Might be worth it to wait, but we'll take a look what he's got.
Clever girl, that one. Not saying Fordian, do you?
Oh, well.
No scratches, right?
Alright, well, nothing really worth making because I need to make Ouroboros and then the Sons of Ouroboros.
And?
The stew's run out of papio nuts and all.
What do you recommend?
Still alive, are ya? If you're gonna buy some, be quick about it. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. And be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer. Is that all?
this way. Actually, we'll take a look at the stone first. Eh. Hopefully go to Damarung looks better.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide.
Goodness.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself. Alone.
Did she?
Following up on some... Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen...
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
If she's not moved on already.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Quick look.
Alright, I guess I'll go to San Breck first. Why not?
Yes. Yeah, I was looking to reschedule it for Thursday, March.
The Dominion's all but done for.
That's what I heard.
Then it's lucky we stayed here.
Is that shouting I heard from the barracks?
And you're just gonna fall into line?
What else can I do?
I don't trust this.
I should really do Blacksmith Blues for 4 first, but maybe we'll change gears here later.
What am I to do? My wards and I may...
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended.
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders. Said not that any of those things still exist.
And what does he want with Northrop?
He wants to transform a foundation upon which to... He's already secured the support of the various army remnants. With promises that they shall be...
He would rob the pop...
Believe me. I have used every means of...
What does Captain Philippe make of... When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around.
How? By a man whose stated aim is to revive the Empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face. No. Any attempt to incite given the mood around town. Mutiny may yet be unavoidable.
Who could blame them?
Clive, would you, for your services to Northreach, you have the respect of... And unlike Philippe, well...
I'll see what I...
Thank you.
Tell me then. In the garrison?
Overseen.
All right. I may have met this duke before. At the remembrance ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
Alright, I'm gonna grab a drink. I will be back very shortly. Alright.
It's not only control of the garrison he wants. We already have a leader in the Dane.
Halt. Oh, sorry about that. You're the dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. I was hoping I might be able...
We're under orders not to let any... Right. You should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. And I should... tell me, is it...
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Ah, you are worried the expanded yet you needn't be. The proud pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned. But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning right here in Northreach.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme. The Empire wants for a capital, with Caer Norvent as her citadel. We need only build a wall around both to create a... Plans are already underway for the... Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no...
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may...
The people will... If Sandbreck is to be rebuilt, she will require a functioning one whose authority... That is why this levy is so that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a defender of the Empire. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and drive them from...
I suspect they're afraid of losing...
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to do... You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own...
Sabine.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only...
Without an empire, there...
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga...
Do not take her name in vain.
I'll come back later. The citizens revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose. Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
One at a time now.
Do you think he was the only one who survived?
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks?
Could be.
Right there.
Just your opinion. I wondered what you thought of the Duke of Orif.
Not much. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any... Now he's trying to drive us out completely. Threatening to take everything we got from us if we don't clear off. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'll be straight through that checkpoint.
I've been hearing a lot of talk.
Nothing good, I'll wait. Going around acting like it, and with hardly a word to the dame. This,
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
as far as I'm concerned, just need his eminence to sod.
Sell anything today? As much as you, I'll wager.
The garrison salvaged what they could from
A question. What do you think of the Duke?
You build a life for yourself somewhere, earning for some note. If he thinks his name and his will do whatever it...
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
To think I would be lying under a pile of rubble in Twins. And you're just gonna fall in tonight? What else can I do?
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts on the Duke of Oriflamme.
Well, he's made a lot of enemies. I mean, look around us. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they volunteer, I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire's the best. And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make...
It's not only control of the garrison he wants. We already have a leader in the Dame.
One at a time now. Is enough?
You're the one who's talking...
On the Dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to persuade him not to take... What do you think of his...
I'm a soldier, mate. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the town. If the Duke can get us the men and the equipment we need to fight off those blue...
We don't have much, but the Dame had us empty the bales.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn... Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders... Look, no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but once Sandbreak is back on her feet...
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
A whole day to dry some blood.
Welcome back. Wraiths give you any trouble?
None worth mentioning.
Captain. For you,
Thank you, Velas. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about you intend to go...
But to tell you the truth, it's my sworn duty as a captain of the...
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to...
That's right.
Well, she doesn't agree with it.
Thank you, Clive. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how. Well, thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Ah, Clive, were you able to...
I was, but...
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all. Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople who... They deserve to be heard, Clive.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions. And hopes... I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders, and not just because of the Duke's rank.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sambrek, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to thank you for trying.
I don't know about that.
What happened to you?
I handed it in, along with my resignation.
Whoa.
Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I loved. Because I realized what really mattered. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting. I honestly don't know when those monsters... But I'm certain they're not finished. When they do come back, we need to stand together. All of us. And with you to lead us, milady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you...
Indeed.
All of us. That has always been Northreach's best hope. We have only to turn our... Thank you, Philippe.
Anything for you. Speaking of standing together, would you mind... I fear His Eminence has a loftier task.
Not at all.
Wouldn't be the first.
There may be hope for Northreach yet. Especially with men like you. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke. But I suspect I shall have to... Until then.
Until then.
Okay.
Your town needs you. I need you.
Saw the captain just now. Wasn't wearing his uniform.
I would speak with this Duke.
The way things are going at the garrison, it'll be up to us to defend the town soon.
The wrong way.
these ones first.
Okay, I'm quickly not liking this. Okay, there we go. Can that be charged?
Finished.
Now to find this spherical echo. This is it. Right then. Just two more to find.
Alright, whatever.
Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
Just because the heavens have gone to wreck and ruin, it don't mean we have to. Now, let's get this stall set out.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
It's been a pleasure, Doris. Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished without a trace.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So...
I'd say so. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into... After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial She's dangerous, Sid.
Then I'm going. I'll take care of the escort. You can...
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on...
Conveniently on my way to Eva Weirder Science. Hopefully it doesn't force me to relocate after doing it. Should probably do the one that I know won't force me.
Clive, I'd like you to take something to Sir seeds for planting. Thought I'll keep providing them, but if Eastpool's going to survive, as of those, they've lived their whole lives in servitude. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest out to provide. And if you're wondering why you, well, the Wagoneers, Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry.
All right.
Thanks. There. That should be enough to keep. Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. Better that than something that'll whip, and chocobos love 'em too, which is no small thing. They ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right.
I'll take your...
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what... I'll go up there and...
I'm sure you...
Alright.
The Guardian's saying we're supposed to blow up.
Ah, what brings you to...
A delivery.
These are Gizal Green. Martha's keen to cut the aprons. I jest, of course. You see, but they'd long since gone to seed.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for...
That's not a... These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before... They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves, and unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one... Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far. Subsisting almost... It's about time we all start... Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defense.
The Horde is... They're coming, Sir Wade.
Damn it all. I thought we'd have... Gather the men in the square. Send to the rest...
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
A Kashek. A veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build...
Now you're out of...
Precisely. If reinforcements from the...
What if you could call on
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might...
So wait. You said you lack men to defend the village, though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians. What help they are able to offer could still prove...
You're right, my lord. I will... My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool!
Town name could have been better with that kind of cry.
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you will...
Thanks to you.
Hey.
Lord Rossfield?
So what's the plan?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the...
You're going to lure them into...
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries... By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to... With luck, that point will be the village square. And for you and I to...
A sound plan. But one that'll require a leader with... I'd say you have both in abundance away, please. Leave the luck...
Ha! Sir Wade!
Then you know what you... We work together, each shielding the other that know... For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
Seem much better name to do a for insert place name here.
And I will do as you ask.
Cry.
Suppose we'd better do our bit, right?
The calm before the... And here it comes. I will not let this village fall.
Alright.
Waken winds!
Well, that was fairly simple.
Looks like that's the lot.
Lord Rossfield!
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted
Oh,
on Rhiannon's
gosh.
and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many?
Hard to say. My men are still... I could order it attack.
No, you stay here too. So I'll go after the. Join me only when East.
If you're... May the founder...
And Akashic Curl sounds like a lot more interesting of a fight.
There it is. With me, Torgal.
Alright, yeah, that wasn't too bad.
All right. Back to Eastpool.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest. I have guardians posted around the village to keep what I hesitate to say.
I think it might.
We saved. Thank you, my friend.
No, Saway, you brought us together.
We never had nothing to call our own before, but now we do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade, but there's no doubt we're free men now. We have to fight to protect.
And we shall. This is our home.
They'll have us.
Come on then.
This village isn't gonna...
They're not Slate.
No. Your father took pity on, and I believe if he was still with us today...
I believe you might.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I... After all, this is my home now, too.
I think you'll find it's East Pudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the
East
same.
Pudlian. Ugh.
I'll have to pull my weight too.
Speaking of which, I ought to be getting...
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course, us Rosarian.
Indeed we...
And Clive, come by the Golden... I ain't paid you for delivering that.
All right.
Lord Rossfield, clearing the goblins from the still... There's one sight that I shall never forget. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor. But every time, I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never...
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that East, and indeed all of Rosaria.
Thank you. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
Hero return. It's lucky you came by when not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went...
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you take it before...
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's and a home to free bearers. Who'd have...
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge, though I suppose the rest ain't much different. You know, bearers living free like that. Old as I am to recall that particular...
I take it you didn't always see...
Well, if you really want to know, in fact, that's how I met him. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around. I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up, and before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it. And do you know what he did? And then I did the same. We made a pact.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn, but he certainly didn't lack for him.
Indeed, for the loftier one's ambitions, which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people...
Suppose you're right, and if we don't manage it, good thing we've got a few half-decent... It's almost enough to... Anyway, then better get back to work. Let's see about the least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve as a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna...
That sounds like a...
Definitely starting to feel some finality to some of these missions. Let's at least look over here and see what's new.
What are you after?
I assume it's just a new... Oh.
Thanks very much.
I don't know if I want to
Take
do
care,
that, but whatever. Gouge cooldown doesn't really help me a whole lot. I mean... I would just have rather the flat attack increase. We still can't go down there. Jeez.
Let's go. Faster.
Yeah, something's supposed to happen that I'm supposed to be able to go down there after.
Damn it. The whole village is turned. Back to the stables go.
Bombs. Cash bombs, but bombs nonetheless.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
Oh, nope, maybe just regular bombs.
Nice try.
Ow.
To me, boy. Thanks, boy. Slow. Too slow.
go. That'll do it.
Two down. One to go.
Daggone it. Oh, that was lucky.
Good. We haven't broken camp. How did Doris come to know us?
Probably by being one?
She's not coming.
Back to civilization.
With all haste. Lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more?
Yes.
Oh, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try. So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid.
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder.
Shush.
She raised me like a daughter.
It wasn't all terrible. Surely, you were always so eager to learn. And had such... But you proved your... How about it, my little dagger?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will to liberate the bear. Farewell, master.
You always were a right... Perhaps that's the reason...
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me, and she no longer has friends in high places. The dame does, though. Her connect...
All right.
I am. And thank you.
I should head back to the hideaway.
Oh, wow. Wasn't expecting an immediate transportation there.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved...
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway. Oh, and Muleta.
I'd been hoping as much. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her fault. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sunbreak. She won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have... Can't have been easy.
I'm sure it wasn't.
I hope so. You had quite the pass yourself before you... Anyway, thanks again.
Keep up the good work.
Alright. Now we just have the ones in Dalmechia. Jeez, there's like a ton of side missions going on here. Let's take care of Baklet first. Here.
What's happened?
Ah, Clive. You'll be pleased.
That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Randall. I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge undertaking moving. You couldn't do me a quick fix.
What is it this time?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and find out exactly how much far.
All right.
Thanks, Clive.
Don't blame yourself, El. I know, no buts about.
Is something wrong?
Ronnie came to give me a message from the talks with the Republic. I've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead. Though prices have fallen of late, we deliberately offered above the going rate to try and... But the Consortium offered double what we'd...
You had no opportunity to make a...
None at all. And we were so close.
El? I saw Ronnie leave.
And with good reason.
But I thought we were the only ones the fist was. How did the Consortium even...
It's not so surprising. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these... I'm going to Randall.
Alone?
Are you offering to be... How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gates.
Quick
I'll
jump.
send an owl ahead. You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. We've waited even if I fail to free these bears. Someone needs to prepare the place and keep any prowling...
Oh, and that's... Well, it looks like I'm following orders for meeting the Silver Peak Consortium. She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She still has plans for Cash. She means to stay with us then. I can't say...
You have to trust...
You're right. And if El's off fighting for the cause, I should... So I bid you farewell. I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. We'll make sure the place is well. You go to Randala and see if you can stop my sister biting the Consortium's heads off.
I'll do my best. All right. To Randala, then.
Let's start all of them so we can plan out what to do afterwards. Because they are all very close to the checkpoints.
Lord Rosfield, is there aught the Undying might assist?
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was... Have you learned anything of note?
Little and less.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until even now, Our archaeologians scour ruins in...
Fallen ruins, I take it.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft sighted among the as if protecting the
secrets we'd see.
Should our methods be of... Mayhap it would please you to observe.
Would that be possible?
Of course. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov. I was due to visit my colleagues there to collect their... If you would consent to do so in my stead.
All right.
They will be... Might I suggest you take the road? It will lead you straight to the...
Thank you.
I wish you a safe journey.
Side mission unlocked that path. Interesting.
Clive! I just wanted to see how the town's been faring.
Since all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Nat, and firmly at the helm. Our stores are just as the good...
Are you a lord? They're going to make him the Lord of Dalamil.
It's the mayor of Dalamil, dear. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act... Speaking of men, there may be a rather worrying one just at...
May there...
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might, and they might. They have formed what one could, and they grow more...
We'll fight them all off just like last time. No matter how many of... Won't we, Luke?
Of course we will. If we can... The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be. Until the only way to overcome... Our best hope is to... By finding those ne'er-do-well... Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might...
How could I...
Victor will... I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from...
I'll go and speak.
Alright.
What's the difference?
Let's just do the one by the desert gate.
League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition. Still in Dalam.
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Costner.
I did. I've developed something of a... And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem a sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploring.
You're not the only...
What does he want?
He asked for my aid in putting down, and he said that you might be able to help.
Then you've come at just the right time. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can say, but we must strike together, and we must strike soon, at as many camps.
All right.
There's one upriver.
Leave it with me.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Those ne'er-do-wells want to ban.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him! The one who killed Locke and Fingers!
Lock and Fingers?
Take his head off!
Not too bad.
I better let Victor know.
Sid. Ah, I see the banners.
No, but...
No.
What is it?
The whole town is saying that Lubor...
What?
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape. And his escape, some of the children spotted him. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of mag and without a crystal.
That's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years. If he has,
wow.
Well, I wouldn't blame him. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who has made a leader of himself when the world believed...
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here. But I know one thing.
You're right.
That's quite the development.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, well,
We're sorry, Lubor, but we just...
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the... All that matters to me...
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing.
All lies, I'll wager. Just like...
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to check. We need to do something. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them.
You're right.
I'm glad you agree. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. You head to the tap. Make Conrad and Natalie... They know that Lubor and I are friends. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however.
I'll do what I... Lubor, I can't promise anything.
And that is all.
Why you taking the bearers? Why do they always have to make such a fuss?
You all along that he...
Forgive me for disturbing you.
I've seen...
As have I, Lord The rumors that he's a...
He'll never be mayor now.
But what of his wares? Bearer or... In this at least, he's done the town a service.
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was...
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us.
So what do you propose?
Perhaps. And they will thank you.
Yikes.
The townsfolk have made their minds up.
Nor I.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, then...
All right.
Why the hell did Victor take the bearer's side? I assume...
There's still hope.
But... perhaps...
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. We'll talk some sense.
No. And your efforts would be better.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often... That steel does not lie. Let yourself be true. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken, but I do not doubt that she was all, and so must I be. And now, I must embrace my new role of villain, so that for only united can they hope to stand against the threat. I'll need to make a suitably...
Don't go, Lubor. We'll be all alone.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go.
How could it possibly be? For the least you can do is give the townspeople a chance.
I would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over? And so just like that, you're going to throw this? I thought you would, but it seems you hadn't.
Victor.
Forget it.
You sure you're making the right choice?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best. Ah, but where are my manners? Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can...
I'll...
Definitely feels like there's going to be one more side mission with Lubor later. Yeah, all the side missions are like spread out far enough and are all close to like their own specific fast travel point.
Ready, go?
So there's none where it's like, yeah, I'll do these two at the same time. Yeah, none of that here.
Enough of you, are there?
Oh! There we go.
That's all of them. Owen can uncross his toes now.
Alright, let's take the path through Titan's Wake now.
Ready, go? Yeah!
Keep to the right here. Not here. Oh, an obelisk I didn't have activated.
Be safe. Oh no. You'll pay for this. There may still be survivors. Whatever that thing is, say it's their leader. Nice try. Too slow.
It's making it really easy to counter him.
Nice try. Fine hound.
Go.
Should have stayed in the pub. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
Must have
You
been.
have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, I did not recognize you. We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. Thanks to them, and to you,
You call that your brothers might still be alive if you... Surely this survey wasn't worth...
We are charged with a duty of the highest import.
And you think your dead brothers would...
I know they would. They gave their lives now. To what do we owe the honor?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agreed to collect your findings.
I see. That is most kind. May the Firebird's flame burn ever...
It's one thing to lay down your life for another, but for a survey... I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
Figure we'll finish up these side missions and call it an evening at that point.
Yeah.
My thanks. I shall study them. And...
Cyril, losses which could have been avoided. Were these your...
No. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix.
Even when death is...
My lord, I fear the Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our very...
Cyril, but allow me to offer you a word. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to provide your survey parties with an escort.
that they might think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix. Please.
I thank you, if you will permit me to respond, and we of the Undying will do what we believe as first shield to the Phoenix.
I do.
Then we are of the same...
Alright, let's do this one next.
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
Looks like this is the end of the road for us.
When are they gonna let us through?
You deserve a rest. I hope I didn't keep you long to speak with the control.
Here they are now.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about that we had all but finished making arrangements to buy them up.
You misunderstand. The consortium had an interest in purchasing. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggests, and so we resumed our bid.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined. But what is done is done.
Alas, you are too late. We rarely take on such unconventional merchant. The bearers belong to him.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks. But that's what you get when you deal with continent.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is... They pay good money for bearers, not fit for the knacker's yard. And treat them...
That does sound no matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's... And with it, my interest in joining...
My associates will be sorry to...
Almost sounds like the bearers ended up in a good spot.
I'm sorry you weren't able...
As am I. But he was right. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bears. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to...
So you know...
No. I entertained the consortium's proposal. I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly...
You tried.
I did. And if they deserved more, I wanted so bad.
Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village, a pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a dragon at it. Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they can, but they need help.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Cla. I'll gather some men and join you.
Like a dragon or like a worm dragon?
Hold on, Theo.
I can't imagine it's like the boss-sized dragon.
Let's go. No need to ride from here. Where's Theodore?
Upriver! He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village. We just have to pray he makes it.
I can do better than that.
I remember this. I walked up here and I knew there was going to be a big fight up here later. Guess that big fight's here.
Where are you, Theo? Damn it. The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned.
There we
Can't
go.
waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does.
Oh no, this is a proper dragon.
Like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. Oh, good. Nice try. Nice try.
Whoa.
Thanks, boy.
70, jeez. Ow. There we go.
Clive? Theodore, you had me worried for... We have to get you out of here.
Oh no.
Think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not, for keeping Elle's dream. Theodore!
Well, that sucks.
Don't make me do this.
Stop it, Theo! Stop!
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you! Theodore. Take care of my sister. Theodore, wait. Goodbye. Elle.
Yikes.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place. Against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life? He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever...
We grew up in Canva. And I was chosen to inherit. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo, a late bloomer. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and before they could.
Theo told me he clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freedom, but he said you deserved a better life than this. Just as you freed him.
I would be lying if I said I had how much easier my life might and devoted myself to the fact that I have never I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made. He was never a burden, if anything.
You weren't, Eloise. He had always been grateful to you, and he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You did whatever was necessary to continue, and you always would have.
You're right. It was so weak of Theo. I know Theo wanted me to. We can make a difference here. I need nothing more, so I'll carry on doing what bringing smiles to and to Theo's. This is the life I have.
I've made a choice to continue helping you, however.
Thank you. Let's go on together.
Alright. And then just the one down here.
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
Excuse me.
Clive!
And the Akashic.
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts. It told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. Enough for the villagers to barricade himself.
Well done.
Welcome. I'd never have guessed, you know. Who'd have thought that the savior of Drap keen to help us?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did...
Blackthorn.
Oh,
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I'd just told him. Not enough for us two to turn it up.
Then your idea of an apology.
don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best.
But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, he left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost. Bloody, if someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about...
So you're wasting half of mine.
You're what Dravost... Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to I may be a selfish prick.
What you had to do was your...
Even if it meant we all start...
Enough. This is... You can finish beating each other up once Dravost...
Fine.
Yeah.
Sorry, Clive. Short enough on time. Still, give us a mo, would you? You, ready for the off, then?
We can't afford to waste any more time.
Right you are. Might be worth having one last word with the scouts, though. Don't want any nasty surprises, do we? Oh, and Blackthorn.
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls. And they'll wash right over us if we stay out in here.
Good idea.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight it.
Well, let's hope you don't. Once the scouts are inside, order your... No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at...
August's right. I've seen the people here are tough and willing.
I'm going out. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left.
And if they kill you...
You evacuate. It won't come to that. Take good care of Drav.
Leave it to me, and...
Oh, okay.
All right. Which one of you's first?
Oh, shoot.
Nice try.
Oh, we got a worm of some sort. Oh no, Griffin. Great.
Nice try. Too slow.
Ow. I wondered if I might get it in one cycle.
Is that it?
That wasn't it.
Apparently not.
Is that another dragon? Oh no. That is not a dragon. A chimera. Okay. Ow. Ow. Whoa. Ow.
Well done.
What is this? Ow.
That's better.
There we go. Not even a specific crafting item from that? Jeez. What a ripoff.
Oh, the question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! You're still in one piece! As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding...
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall.
Good.
In time, yeah. But we can think...
Sid! Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. But mostly...
I'm afraid I've only done. There's no getting rid of them, meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up...
And that's if the flood don't spread. I hate to say it, but the village's days...
That may be, but with ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more. We'll fortify the... and I'll see that they're guarded.
All right.
As for you, that's twice you turned up when... So...
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talk.
Too bloody right. I always envied you. You leaving gave me the perfect and from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally. I hope you see the sense of it eventually.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even. But our work used to be the pride of now. We churn out the sick. It's not about the crop. I wouldn't send my sons to war. I've kept working. Honing my skills, trying to... The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the crop. Come back to us, Blackthorn. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same...
That's a kind offer. Kind. There's people who trust their lives to my steel. But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from... Let's see if we can't rekindle this town.
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time
I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than...
Sid.
And this is?
A token, but I'm of a mind to make you a far... Designs for a certain sword have been passed down.
Now hold on. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been... I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel. And I've learned to own an edge. Odin will put the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravoged in the... I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. It's between the two of us. I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have...
Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the eye?
As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan.
The beast was charging.
Alright. Everything's done here. We just need to turn a few things in at the hideaway. Although, hang on. Yeah, Kretov, that's where I was at before. Looks like we've gone everywhere here. Rosaria, it's just that one little spot there, I think, right? Is there anywhere in Sambrek we haven't been? No, doesn't look like it. There might be a whole other area in Ash that we need to look at eventually, especially since we're still missing Odin.
Come back.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Papio nuts and all.
We were just about to make a stop.
It's funny. You remember Camille? We'll be using his the steel, meanwhile. We'll be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you can. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles. And the final flourish will be my talented colleague.
A team effort.
Now, save that talk to the thing. Right.
To the bellows it is, then.
Wow, I don't need to go get any materials for it, really? Yeah, it looks pretty sick. Wait, Ragnarok?
Ragnarok.
Oh, so it's not Götterdämmerung.
Thank you.
So, does it...
This? Nah, it'll take more than that to earn us up, but we're up for the challenge.
A list of material.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back.
We reckon with those items there.
Oh yeah,
go to
Götterdämmerung.
Something even better than the Ragnarok.
That's a weapon I'd like to see.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past.
Then tap the...
Alright, so what does Götterdämmerung mean? Need, rather.
I never, and if it hadn't been for you... What's that for you, dear?
Oh, it's a direct upgrade on Ragnarok that uses some orichalcum, some dark steel, and a primitive battle horn. So those I need to get from hunts. It's a pretty severe upgrade. I still haven't found any orichalcum though. Alright, turn in one more thing and then we're done.
I've never had anything so delicious.
Oh, actually, we'll turn in this and then we'll go check the area where I get like the gifts or whatnot. I can never remember the name of it. So the Patron's Whisper.
How was she? The end. Ah, sir.
Good, thank.
I'll fit him to the. May I present to you the Telemon Furnace?
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again.
It's fine. Really?
Oh, don't say that.
You could just.
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy, it's a metal, see? So it's
Stretchy metal.
That is the spirit.
Love a good stretchy metal.
So,
thank you.
And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Can't think of any right now, but maybe even out there. One day, the whole world's gonna know about it.
I'll hardly believe.
And I believe trophy. Yep. Okay. Maximizing potion potency and inventory size. Alright, now let's just talk to the Patron's Whisper, see what goodies we get from that, and then we'll close up for tonight. Oh, there's a new hunt all of a sudden. Why? I don't... It must be another S. Yeah. First in the Velcroy, colossal beast they encountered. Okay, so it's another chimera.
How may I help you today, Clive?
$28.50. Jeez, got a ways to go before we're there, right? Clutch mine?
You earned this.
Genji gloves. What's a fallen enigma? Oh.
All done?
Alright, well, we'll figure out what to spend those ability points on another time. But tonight, that's it. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Have a good evening.